He was a pariah for decades, a young revolutionary commander whose name became synonymous with the Lockerbie bombing. Ronald Reagan called him the mad dog of the Middle East. Now the flamboyant Libyan leader Muammar Ghaddaffi is getting ready for the first visit of a US Secretary of State to Libya in half a century. And it's been almost 20 years since the bombing of the Pan Am airliner over Lockerbie in Scotland. 270 people died on that day of December the 21st, 1988, a majority of them Americans. When Mr. Ghaddaffi finally accepted responsibility for those deaths in 2003, it opened the doors to his re-entry onto the world stage. After talks with the US and the UK, he also renounced terrorism and gave up his weapons of mass destruction. But compensation payments for the Lockerbie victims remained a sticking point. Tripoli also wanted money for Libyans killed in a US raid in 1986. A comprehensive agreement was finally reached last month, also ending all lawsuits against Libya in US courts. Washington now believes it can do business with the Libyan leader.
Well, he changed.
Did he?
I think people in Libya saw that the way that they were pursuing their national interests was not going to work for them. That was causing them to pay an enormously high price for their country and for their people. And unlike some, even in this region, Leader Ghaddaffi decided that it was best to change those policies.
Libya's economy and US oil companies stand to benefit from this remarkable transformation. But the families of the Lockerbie victims see no remorse in Mr. Ghaddaffi's actions, just tactics. And in a recent BBC interview, Mr. Ghaddaffi's son, Saif al-Islam, even indicated his country had made a calculated decision.
We are trading now with our ex-enemies. We just have friends, no enemies anymore, no sanction, no embargo, no threat. We are happy. I think we were very wise.
Washington sees all this as a diplomatic success, a sign that its non-proliferation policies are working. And it's hoping that others, like Iran, are watching how Libya is going to benefit from its rapprochement with the West. But Iran is a bigger, more strategic player. If it ever goes down the same route, and there's no sign that they're thinking about it yet, it will be a much longer, much more complex process. Kim Ghattas, BBC News, Washington.